Hi, I'm Charles Dwan, and in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to record the macros necessary to solve the four colored pieces. Alright? So, remember how we used our edge algorithms to create the macros for the three colors? Well now, we're going to be using our corner algorithms to create macros for the four colored pieces. How do we do that? I'm glad you asked. Let's do it. So, we're going to be using a corner algorithm that you should already know how to use. Alright? Using this as the R face, this orange face as the R face, and this maroon face as the front face. So let's begin. So now that we've done our corner algorithm, now we're going to be rotating our four-dimensional Rubik's Cube counterclockwise. Just like that. And then we're going to be using Control Z in order to undo all those moves. And then we'll record that as a macro. So let's do that. Undo it all. Now, Control Alt reference piece in order to record our macro. Down here, it should say enter macro 0. And then Control Y to redo all that. And then Control M to say that's all we have. Now, you should receive a window popping up saying enter macro name. Now, it probably does not show up on my monitor because of my screen recording software not picking it up. But you should see it. So we're just going to name it corner. And then press OK. As you can see, here it should pop up under macros, corner. Because that's our macro name. What do we do now? First, see this innermost face in this top two-colored piece? We're going to be twisting that clockwise. And then we're going to be undoing our macro. So Alt, right-click the reference piece. And then we just put it back. There. What we just did was we just cycled these three four-colored pieces using a corner algorithm, a commutator, basically. Don't you believe that? Now, we want to record all that as a macro. How do you do that? We undo all that by pressing and holding Control Z. And then Control Alt, reference piece, to start recording our macro. And then Control Y to redo all that. And then Control M to show that that's all we have. It should say enter macro name. We're just going to name it 4C. 4C cycle. And there you go. Just say it right here under macros. So that was our macro. Now, let's create our macro for orienting, twisting corners. So first, remember that corner twisting algorithm that I showed you how to use for the three colored pieces last time? Let's use that same algorithm, alright? So let's do it. Alright? We just applied our corner twisting algorithm that we would use on a normal Rubik's Cube. Now, what we want to do is we want to record all those moves as a macro. And so, we undo all those moves, Control Z, Control Alt the reference piece in order to start recording our macro. it should say enter macro 0, and then Control Y to redo it all. Next, Control M. Now we enter our macro name. You should see the window. Of course, I know you don't see it here, but you should get it. We're just going to say twisty. Press OK, and it should say twisty here in this list. Now, we're going to be taking this, see this innermost face and this two-color piece on top. We're going to be twisting it once, clockwise, and then click on our macro, and then we're going to be reversing that algorithm. So, Alt right click, and we just put it back. And now, as you can see, these three pieces, these three four-color pieces, are twisted. They're twisted. And so, how do we get it so that there's only two twisted? Well, here. So, we're going to first record all that as a macro. So you first undo it. Control Alt reference piece. Redo it all. Control M. And now we're going to name this 4C twist. And I'm assuming you want to twist only two of them. And so, what should we do? In order to make it so that only two four-color pieces are twisted, first, you see only this four-color piece here, only this four-color piece of this face is affected by the algorithm, while the other two are on this face. And so because of that, we're going to twist this face clockwise like that, and then we're going to be undoing our four-color twist. Alt right click, and then we just move it back. There, twisted this one, move this guy in, undid that, and now we only have two twisted four-color pieces. Sorry. So if you have any comments, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video to show you how to solve the four-color pieces of the four-dimensional Rubik's Cube. Alright, see you in the next video. Thanks.